Have you ever considered getting an awesome X-Acto knife and you just don't know which one to get? Well, today we are going to be reviewing a bunch of different X-Acto knives, and they come from the EDC knife company over here. And of course, the biggest question is not if you should get one of those, because they're all awesome. The bigger question is, which one of those is the one you should get for yourself, and why? So if you're looking for an awesome box cutting knife, this one is the one for you to consider. It has been refixed, redone, and improved versus the previous edition. And it's a little different, so I will show you the difference and of course tell you all about this knife and why it's one of my favorite EDCs for box cutting and doing everyday jobs, specifically for multi-tool purpose wise. So here is their previous edition, and this one is just one of many. And this one has a different lock in here. As you can see here, this specific one has a button instead of this one. So if you're on a work site, instead of you just putting your finger right here and opening this up just like this, you no longer have to do this. But you can if you want to. So for example, if you want to just open it like this, yeah, you can open it. But this time around, you can just press on it and to close it. You no longer actually have to fidget with it and press two hands, both of them down, for this to close. So it's a plus in my book. And two, if you want to go ahead and do instant fast opening, you can actually do this by pressing this down and opening just like this. And you couldn't actually do this before, so that's an added bonus for that. Another one is the size comparison of the old and the new one. And the new one is just a little bit slimmer when it comes to size. When it comes to the clip, it's a little bit longer, so it's better for your pocket as well. So in terms of size wise, this one is just a little different, and there is different kind of colors for you as well. As you can see, there's a third way for you to open this too. But now you can actually tell the difference between both of those versions and why the new one is a little bit different and maybe even better in every sense of the way. Now, before you go ahead and you get this box and you're like, hey, why do I need this? Let me throw this out. Do not do so, because there is an added tool right inside of here. So this is the tool that comes in. It's included in here. You can also use this. Sometimes you need to chisel something as well with this. You have an opportunity to open cans with it too as well, in case you want to. But the main reason you get this is pretty much for removing the blades. So once you put this on, you can actually use this part right here and you can open this. And as you open this up, you can go ahead and get it out right in here. So sometimes you want to change it. You can see this thing opens just like that, and you can take it out, or you can make it more secure, whichever one you want to do. You can actually do this with this tool. So it's really great for you to have this specific tool, so don't throw this out. And it's also, if something happens to your knife, you can go ahead and change this and you still have the knife for you to work with. As you can see, the new edition is all white versus the black one, so keep this in mind as well. Now, the tool itself, we have a bunch of them that are available for us to pick for. And there is the silver one over here, all nice and silver and shiny, and it looks really, really slick. I really like this specific look because it goes all silver all throughout. Whole entire thing that's not silver is right here. But of course, if you want to change it with a silver X-Acto knife, you can actually do this. So this kind of a box cutting X-Acto knife is awesome. Now, as you can see, I didn't really flip it all the way. If you want to go ahead and flip this all the way in, you have to use a little bit more power for you to do this. Just like that. opens up just like this. A little bit of power is not gonna really do it. Sometimes, well, hey, I be damned, I did it. But that's really cool about this knife. It's the size, the shape, the looks of it. Now we also have the green over here. The green one is really cool too. And it's really sometimes hard to tell which one you want to get for yourself. And if you're like me, you want to have the whole entire collection and you get all of them. This one is a little bit of the golden one. Ooh, this looks really sophisticated too. Every one of those is awesome in terms of looks, in terms of practice, in terms of its EDC purpose as well. As you can see on the other side over here, looks really, really nice. And it looks cool as well. But sometimes it's hard to make a choice. So I showed you all the different ones so you can pick yourself which one you should get for you, just in case you decide, I'm not sure which one should I get. So which one is my favorite personally here? Speaking about favorites over here, well, it's kind of hard to decide. Like for me, I'm a little bit, I like the green one, but I also really like this specific color right here. I like the silver. The silver one really, really speaks volume in my book. But my second choice would be either the green or the golden one. It really depends on what kind of matching tools you have with you. And if you want to be inconspicuous, you go for the green if you're in the military. You go for the gold if you are trying to do the urban cool stuff. So let's go ahead and test this out and see how well this thing is actually made. So the first test that I'm going to actually be doing is the following. We're going to put the gloves on because we're going to get dangerous over here. And therefore, safety first. So first test is the bottom lock over here. Let's see how good this is. There have been instances of this button lock failing, not in this company but other ones. So let's go ahead and check it out. So the way you test a button lock is very simple. You go ahead and swipe this just like this, and you want to see if this swings back. It's pretty good. You see, it doesn't swing back and it holds its weight in here. The second way some people actually get cut themselves accidentally with button locks is actually when they use this, they accidentally press the button. See, it closes on you. So keep this in mind if you're using it with the button lock. The only thing I dislike about the button locks versus this specific version is that you can accidentally engage the lock itself. So keep this in mind. This is one of the only things you need to know as you're using this. Don't press this button accidentally. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how well this thing actually works. And cutting test over here just shows how sharp this thing is. Wood test. Pretty good. Doesn't show any smudges out of the use of this. And the paracord one. Whoa, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Really nice performance with this. And just getting dirty. Let's clean up the arena. And this is awesome. So definitely recommend it. And if you just want the regular one to look like most multi tools, then you go for the silver. Now let's go ahead and show you some other cool things about this, so you can see how this thing looks like on the inside. Really nice looking. It's also centered as well, like really centered right in the middle, how it should actually be. And the grip here, as you open this up, we have a very nice solid grip for this, and a safety feature this time around. So this is what the difference between them. As you can see here, this one is lacking a little bit of the safety feature here, because that's one of the things I didn't like about this the first time around. Like you can easily slip when you're working on this. Much more easy for you to slip out. Although it gives you some safety right here if you're putting a lot of pressure on, we don't have much safety to go about. And this one gives you an added safety. Like you can't potentially go there. Now that's a plus and minus in my book. For example, if you're gonna go into smooth surfaces, coarser surfaces, there is a little bit of difference between those two. As you can see, this one gives you a little bit less to work with if you're going to be cutting certain things very close like this. So keep this in mind, that there is a small variation in terms of that, but unless you're cutting things like just like this, very close, it will make absolutely no difference between those things. So the final verdict is really all about which one should you actually get and why. Now the blade that comes with this, right out of the box, is the ceramic one, which is really nice and high-tech edition. It has aluminum handle over here right out, and we also have this extra tool that is included as well. So if you're looking for the perfect gift to give to somebody who is a handyman and loves to do stuff, and they're sick and tired of their existing X-Acto knife and want something spicy and good and small that you can put in your pocket and get to work, this is definitely something that will be right up the alley. You should consider it as your next EDC, and that you're gonna love the size and the multi-purpose of it too.